Wes, I figure we'll break this down. I'm going to give you the more like character actory roles because I think your talents will be very much good put to use there. I mean, I think the judge.
I feel a backhanded compliment, but sure.
When no, you kick ass at character voices.
Okay. So like Payne the judge.
Larry Butts is a character in the first one.
Larry
We'll see when we get there, but
yeah.
I'll kind of try and do like an everyman voice for Phoenix, and then we'll see if I need to double up somewhere else. But
Cool.
All right. So yeah, first game, Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. This is how the game opens. Enjoy.
Oh man, there's ketchup coming out of her head.
I've got to find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it.
Oh, fuck. Oh,
All
man,
right.
I'm so excited. I'm so happy.
All right, first lawyer thing. Do typewriters in courtrooms sound like that, Bridge? Can you confirm?
First off, I don't practice in court.
God damn it! Tell us that you're a trial lawyer for the gags.
I'm not a trial lawyer. I have seen trials.
Do they have like old school Underwood typewriters?
No, they have very modern typewriters.
What does a modern typewriter look like? A computer?
Similar to a computer, yes.
Just somebody with their iPad, iMac Pro, or whatever in there.
Yeah.
All right, we shall continue.
This I think the first Ace Attorney came out in like the late '90s.
In Japan,
on the Game Boy Advance.
Yeah, they didn't get ported to the West until the DS came out. So this was originally a Game Boy Advance game. All right, August 3rd, 9:47 a.m.
Not going to tell us what district court? 3rd District of California? District of Court of Common Pleas? What court am I in?
Yeah, well.
It's a lot of district courts in this country.
Boy, am I nervous. Ah, shit.
Right.
Works for me. Oh, hiya, Chief.
I'm glad I made it on time.
The chat, let us know how the volume mixing is, because I feel like the game might be slightly loud.
Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you and your client as well.
Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor.
A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case?
Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney.
Well, that's news to me.
I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much.
It's over! My life, everything, it's all over! Isn't that your client screaming over there?
Yeah, that's him.
Death! Despair! Oh! I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna die!
Prince, can you confirm that district courts are like this?
So, here's the first thing. The defense attorney should have been talking to his clients a long time so he doesn't freak out in the near the courtroom. You normally like walk your client through everything and give him a lot of coaching so he's not screaming like a lunatic, because that does not help your case.
It sounds like he wants to die.
Thanks, Mia.
Yeah.
Nick!
Wait, the guy's name
Hey.
is Butts?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hey there, Larry.
Dude, I'm so guilty! Tell him I'm guilty!
All right, point
Give me
two.
a death sentence.
Sorry.
Point two, the client should not be yelling that he's guilty in the courtroom.
You know what? I'm not even a lawyer, and I think that does clock.
That checks out, yeah.
All right.
I ain't afraid to die.
What's wrong, Larry?
Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me who took my baby away.
The person responsible for your girlfriend's death. The newspapers say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. This feels very like, I bet you're, like, what is it? Record scratch. I bet you're wondering how I got here. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone, he's a good guy at heart. That, and I owe him one, which is why I took this case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do.
Yeah. Now, Pridge, can I ask, is it against the law for a person to defend someone if they are personally acquainted?
No, there's no conflict. There's no conflict of interest or anything. You're allowed to be criminal defense for someone you know.
Okay.
Now, this is not exactly relevant. What if you as a lawyer stand to make money outside of the actual case money? Like if you're like an investor in like some company, would that be a no-no?
I mean, that might, depending on the circumstances, that might be a conflict of interest. Yes.
Okay, just asking. All right. They say you guys are slightly quiet, so I'm turning you up. Chat, let me know if that is better. Moving on.
Rabble.
The court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
That's perfect. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous.
Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves.
Can confirm, murder is a serious charge.
Thank you for checking in with us. For some reason, I think I actually boosted the sound of the game. No, it's just the music is kind of loud. The music is so good, though.
Oh, I love the music.
All right. Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness.
Yes, Your Honor. Hand shaking, eyesight fading, knees weak, palms are sweaty. We all went for it. We all went for it.
I think I smelled spaghetti.
It's my mom.
The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case.
And Pridge, you will be deciding this, so make your choice.
Yeah, you're the lawyer.
Larry Butts is the name of the defendant.
Is that your final answer?
That is my final answer.
Okay. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor.
Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine.
That was a very easy test.
Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name?
Whew, I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times.
I'm glad you did too.
Wait. Uh-oh. No way! I forgot! I'm drawing a total blank here!
Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name?
Oh,
I am a
the
terrible
victim! Of course I know the victim's name! I, just forgot. Temporarily.
I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the defendant's name is listed in the court record. Just touch the court record button to check it out anytime, okay?
Pridge, when you go to court, do you touch the court record button?
Yeah.
Or
Where is
the
the court record button?
I mean, if you have like a a nice old manila folder with lots of documents in it, that could be your court record. When you open it, you're touching it.
Okay.
Also, if
I've always wondered.
if your attorney doesn't know the victim's name in the case, I would start planning to appeal on account of what's the phrase? Incompetent counsel.
Okay.
Just heads up.
Well, really quick, we can check inside the court record. We can see your attorney's badge. Is this? Do you bring your attorney's badge with you to court?
I have this.
Hey! There we go. Somebody scan that and pawn yourself off as Bridge.
I will say the attorney's badge in this game does look like one of those vanilla wafer cookies.
I thought that was a piece of food actually. That
It
was
looks like a little wafer cookie.
There we
that
go.
was your mid-trial snack.
It gives you an extra boost of energy.
And secondly, we do have Cindy's autopsy reports. Time of death, 4 to 5 p.m. Cause of death, loss of blood due to blunt trauma. And we can also check the profiles, Mia Fey, your boss, Larry Butts, the defendant, a likable guy who was your friend, Cindy Stone, the victim in this case, a model. She lived in an apartment by herself. And Winston Payne, the prosecutor, lacks presence, generally bad at getting his points across. I like that they dunk on him in the...
They dunked on him hard.
Yeah. Bridge is still quiet. Okay. Let me fix that. I've boosted your volume, Bridge, so you should be good now. Let me know if it's still bad at all, chat.
And the term is ineffective assistance of counsel. It's something you can appeal based on if you
There
feel
we go.
if you feel that your representation was inadequate.
This is why we have you here.
If your lawyer's an idiot.
Yes, if your lawyer looks like they didn't prepare, they should have ignored evidence, or don't remember a victim's name, you can.
Was your lawyer an idiot?
After the trial's over, you can attempt to throw out the results on ineffective assistance of counsel.
Was your lawyer an idiot? I can get you money for that. Call the offices of Dapper and Dastard. All right, let's get back to this.
All right, we touched the court record button.
Mm-hmm.
Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you.
Let's hear your answer. Who is the victim in this case?
I love Cinder Block. The answer is Cindy Stone, but I love Cinder Block.
It would be excellent if Cinder Block was a real name.
I mean, that is a very Phoenix Wright name.
It is, actually.
It is.
The victim's name is Cindy Stone.
Correct.
Instead of the Steam port, that's because I have purchased the game before and I didn't feel like buying it again on Steam.
Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was...
Hit with a blunt object.
She was struck once by a blunt object.
Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you.
Thank
Pat
you,
yourself on the back.
Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure.
Well then. First, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne.
Yes, Your Honor.
As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was?
The murder weapon was this statue of the thinker.
Oh, that's what it was.
It was found laying next to the floor, next to the victim.
I see. The court accepts it into evidence.
Statue added to the court record.
Ooh, yeah. Right? Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court.
Pridge, is that true that evidence is the only ammunition you have in court?
It's not the only ammunition, no. Also, I don't think that evidence was properly, man, I'm so blanking on the correct terminology for things. Properly, accredited. You have to, prove that the evidence is the correct evidence. Also, it should be marked as exhibit something. That should be exhibit A, and he should have to. What you have to do probably is ask the police officer who found it, is this the statue that you found at the crime scene? And establish chain of custody, make sure this is the one that the police picked up, this is the one that's been kept in the evidence locker, and this is the one brought to court.
Okay. So do lawyers present the evidence? They are the ones who bring it?
Yes, you present the evidence, but you have to authenticate it without just saying this is it.
Interesting.
Alright. Touch the court record button to check the court record frequently.
And then I just pulled up the evidence in the court record. Now, normally, would you write maybe about 3 lines of something about the evidence, or would there be a little bit more?
I'd probably put a bit more down there.
Okay.
In my notes.
Okay.
It's rather heavy, as that's super helpful information.
Yeah.
Phoenix just has a very good memory.
Yeah, right. Just how he
He
forgot
can't remember the victim's name.
Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness.
The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand.
Chief, what do I do now?
Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate.
Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad.
Oh, look at that smug look.
Yeah.
Ahem. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had dumped you?
Objection, leading question.
Hey, watch it, buddy! We were great together! We were Romeo and Juliet! Cleopatra and Mark Anthony!
Didn't they all die?
I wasn't dumped, she just wasn't taking my phone calls. Or seeing me. Ever. What's it to you anyway?
Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you, and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder.
What do you mean, one of them? Lies! All of it lies! I don't believe a word of it!
Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died.
We got a passport now.
Okay, alright.
Exhibit B.
Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder.
Dude, no way.
The victim was a model, but did not have a large income.
Can confirm, artists don't have a large income.
It appears that she had several sugar daddies.
Daddies? Sugar?
Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle.
Dude!
We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now?
Right? I don't think you want him to answer that question.
Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I...
Stop him from answering.
Okay.
Seriously.
My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case.
Well, that's not true.
Even if he didn't know, would it not be true? Or not, would it not be relevant?
That's relevant.
Okay.
It could establish jealousy as a motive. It could establish motive.
But if he didn't know.
I mean, the question would be, did you know she was seeing other women?
that's a really good point.
Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? A cheating she-dog? I'm gonna die! I'm gonna drop dead! Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this.
So once again, this is why you would coach your witness. He should have known all these facts before he was on the stand. He would not be learning this for the first time as the prosecutor revealed it.
Let's continue with the trial, shall we?
I believe the accused motive is clear to everyone.
Yes, quite.
Oh boy. This is not looking good.
Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not?
Objection, leading. You can't ask leading questions on direct examination.
Well, did you or did you not?
Objection, still leading.
Well, maybe I did and maybe I didn't.
Uh-oh. He went. What do I do?
Stop him from answering, because that's a leading question, and technically there is a fair objection to that. That's not what's going to happen in this game, but stop him from answering.
Yeah, do it.
I'll send him a signal.
No, just object.
Lie. Like a dog.
No, don't commit perjury.
Well, see, it's like this. I don't remember.
No.
You don't remember? Well then, we'll just have to remind you.
I got a bad feeling about this.
We have a witness that can prove he did go to the victim's apartment that day.
Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness?
You have to tell the judges who your witnesses are before the trial. No, there are really no surprise witnesses.
Calm down, Your Honor. It's the man who found the victim's body. Just before making the gruesome discovery, he saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Rabble, 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 rabble.
Order! Order in the court! Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness.
Yes, Your Honor.
No, he can't. He's still questioning a witness. And I haven't had a chance to cross-examine the witness, so no, he can't call this witness. I have to have my chance to cross-examine the current witness.
This is bad. They're breaking the rules.
Yeah, this is bad.
What is this kangaroo court?
On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawit to the stand.
I get it.
Yeah, fucking, like, come on. The names in these games.
So good.
Dan,
What were you saying, Zach?
I was gonna say, Dan Siner in the chat says, witnesses get bonkers. Those who finish the game, y'all know about the witness from the final case I'm talking about, right? Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Objection. Leading. Can I explain this real quickly?
Please.
Sure.
On direct examination, you're not allowed to ask leading questions, and leading questions are questions that suggest their own answer. So, you sell newspapers. Is this correct? That's leading him to the answer. What you have to ask on direct examination is, what is your occupation?
Interesting.
On cross-examination, you can answer leading questions, but on direct, every question he's asked that involves weren't you, didn't you, is this correct? They're all leading questions, and they're all objectable.
No.
So this guy has not actually asked a single valid question yet. every single question Phoenix could object to for being leading.
He is a very shitty prosecutor.
He is.
Yes.
He is
but the judge and Phoenix are both shitty for not realizing this.
Oh yeah, everybody's shitty at their job.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Sod.
Oh, sorry. Am I doing saw it?
You can, whatever. I can do it if you don't want to do it.
I feel like later it will be better to space things out if you do it, just because I think him and Phoenix have a lot of back and forth.
Oh yes, newspapers, yes.
Mr. Stott, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the date of the murder.
Right, now the judge is asking the questions?
All right, so this is the core, the meat and potatoes of these games is these witness accounts, the testimonies. You get to come in and cross-examine, which I believe is something that actually does happen in court, but probably not in the same fashion.
Right.
I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there.
Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? To be fair, he did tell him to lie.
Like a dog.
Yeah, we committed perjury.
I can't defend you against a testimony like that.
Incidentally, excuse me, I'm getting old. Why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working?
Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building.
Aren't phones supposed to work during blackout? During a blackout?
Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally.
Well, that they had to put this in, like this is such a late 90s like holdover.
The phone that Mr. Sott used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal.
Now, Mr. Wright.
Yes, yes, Your Honor.
You may begin your cross-examination.
Aw, yeah.
Cross-examination, Your Honor?
Okay, just give back your badge, Phoenix. If you don't know how to cross-examination, as I don't really know what you're doing here.
All right. This is it. The real deal.
What exactly am I supposed to do?
Why, you expose the lies in the testimony and the witness just gave.
Lies? What? He was lying?
Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty?
How do I prove he's not?
You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there.
Is Mia my co-counsel, or is she just yelling this things from the audience?
I think she's...
Find contradictions between the court record and the testimony!
I think she is your co-counsel, yes.
Well, then she probably should have known more about... she probably should know more.
Then,
Yes.
once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face.
It's a little mean-spirited.
Now, can you confirm, are you allowed to rub evidence in witnesses' faces?
You should not, no.
That was a should. Is it a could?
Yeah. Well, you can.
I mean, like, can you physically put it in his face? that no? Can you like make him feel bad about being wrong? I mean,
Can you? So you can't like put it on the witness stand and then bring his head down to it and be like, bang.
no. I think if you start making contact with the witness, you're probably going to be in trouble for disrupting the court.
Okay.
Do not make contact. Do not make physical contact with the witness.
Okay.
Part 4, spike a football.
That rule is going to be broken many times later in this series.
Yes.
Touch the court record button and point out contradictions in the testimony.
Really quick, I am going to peruse the court record to take note of the new things we have added. The passport. The victim apparently arrived at home from Paris on July 30th, the day before the murder. And the blackout record, electricity to Mrs. Stone's building was out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime.
All right. So obviously the autopsy said she died between 4 and 5, and he said 1 o'clock.
This is correct.
I can already tell you that's incorrect.
All right. This
So
is why
let's-
you're a lawyer.
Yeah. So we'll just jump to that statement.
Yes.
We're not
Oh,
moving.
yeah. We're back in the era of they were exclamation marks instead of like a bar.
Yeah.
It's
I
so
know.
weird to
That
see
weirded me
now.
out. That weirded me out when I saw
Uh-huh.
that. Working. Let's see, nearby park. Found a public phone. Time exactly was 1 p.m. So we'll present the
Autopsy report.
4 to 5 p.m. All right. And here comes the first objection.
Yes.
You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure?
Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain.
Frankly, I find that hard to believe.
Haha, good one.
Your your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death sometime after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m.
Damn, you're crushing it, Mr. Wright.
How do you explain this 3-hour gap?
This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time.
After his testimony, I find that hard to believe.
He did say he was certain.
He did.
Mr. Sart, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.?
Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Is that all you have to do?
It certainly helps.
Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart.
Such a good music.
Wait, I remember now.
Would you care to give your testimony again?
How does that work, Pridge?
I think a witness is allowed to correct himself.
Okay.
Doesn't look good for his credibility. He's
No.
certainly shot with a jury, which these games don't have, mind you. But
Yeah. Okay. The time of discovery.
You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television.
okay, but there was a blackout at noon, so
Oh, but let me finish. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding.
Such a bad excuse, too.
it's a really bad excuse.
I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Right. You know what to do.
Oh, shit, sorry. I've got this one. I was reading, Dan Sayanarstan said, Wes is matching the body language, doing fantastic. So, the crowd is going wild.
Love it.
This man is an actor, exactly.
Alright, fine, whatever he said, there is a tape program on. And
Yeah.
present him with the whatever the blackout report was that the prosecutor
A
gave.
video of a taped program. Blackouts.
Wait, can you present your badge just for no reason?
Yes,
You can.
Yes,
You can.
I'm an attorney.
Hold it right there! The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it.
Mm-hmm.
You couldn't have heard a television or a video.
Ah!
The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sart?
No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite.
One of those TVs that works when there's no power.
Ah! Wait, I remember now.
Mr. Sart? The court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning.
Ooh.
Fucking
Judge.
These constant corrections are harming your credibility.
That and you seem rather.
Oh, excuse me.
That, and you seem rather distraught.
My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body.
Very well, Mr. Sart.
The terrible excuse.
I get it. I've seen plenty of those. It's creepy. Let's hear your testimony once more, please.
Pridge, is there like a limit to how much a witness can testify?
No, cross-examination can last for freaking ever.
Really? Okay. I mean, it often does.
Yeah, if you're in some big case, I'm pretty sure cross-examination can take days
Jesus.
of just like grilling different people for hours on end.
Is there like a when does someone like call it? Like, okay, we're done today. Like, is there a time limit? Is it just whatever?
Unless the judge finds you. I mean, sure, a judge will decide when you've been in court for too long and you need to go home.
Okay.
But I mean, yeah, until the attorney says no further questions, I think they can just keep asking until.
Okay.
Just filibuster.
Unless the judge finds their conduct improper and tells them to end it. Obviously, judges have control to do things like that. But
Okay.
Interesting. All right. Hearing the time.
I actually love looking at it from this lens. It's fun.
Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it.
This fucker.
Get me.
Get it? It's like my name. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim.
Oh, this guy's just an idiot now.
That must have been what I saw.
This guy's just an idiot.
Now he's trying to pretend there's a new table?
You saw a clock. I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness.
I'm
Gladly.
Stop cross-examining the witness.
See, here's the thing. Phoenix Wright is an idiot, but at least the witnesses are even dumber.
Yes.
Yeah. I guess we'll go to the murder weapon,
Yeah,
the killer,
yeah.
and then present the statue.
Present the actual murder weapon. Like, his third line's the worst one.
Yeah.
He's trying to invent a new murder weapon.
Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was a rock. It was this statue.
A rock lobster.
It was Cindy Stone.
Now, how is this supposed to be a clock?
You with your objections and your evidence. Just who do you think you are?
An attorney?
Just answer the question, Mr. Saw It.
Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock! Your Honor, if I may.
Yes, Mr. Payne?
As the witness stated, this statue is indeed the neck is the switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies.
I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct.
No, it wasn't.
It's a clock. Looks like you got fucking dunked on, Mr. Wright. Do you have any problems with this testimony now?
Yes! All of them!
Let's hit yes, because I am curious. Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction.
Indeed.
The witness knew it was a clock because he... I mean, we just said. We literally just said went into the apartment.
Yeah.
You're lying! You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder!
Oh yeah? Prove it! Prove I went in there!
I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her!
I just switched to discrediting this witness to accuse the murder.
Yeah, now that's something I've always been... You can't do that, can you?
No, you're a defense attorney. You can't prosecute anyone.
It would go to a separate trial.
So what would happen in that case if, like, the defendant could prove that someone else did it? Would they just be like...
In the really weird situation that the actual murderer was a witness during a trial, you'd have to just win this trial, then you'd have to tell the state prosecutor, be like, hey, by the way, have you ever considered that maybe you prosecute this guy instead? The government's always the prosecutor in a criminal case. So you just have to ask them to re-prosecute it and not be so bad.
Be better.
You can't find a witness guilty of a crime. They're not on trial, they have no right to a lawyer.
I think you're gonna have a big problem with the rest of this series.
Yep.
We literally turn witnesses into the accused, don't provide them with attorneys, and just send them to jail.
I
No,
can't...
You are also their attorney,
Yeah.
but you're just accusing them of things.
Yeah, there are some cases where you are defending somebody that does... Anyways. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice.
We even have proof that the statue is a clock?
That was the sound you heard.
Rabble, 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 rabble. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. saw it.
This song is such a jam.
The sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time.
Objection! What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture.
Baseless? Just look at the witness's face!
Just look at the clock. It totally has a base.
Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock?
That day, I never... Look, the clock, I heard... I mean, I saw...
Whoa! He just showed...
Shut up! I hate you! It was him, I tell you! I saw him! He killed her and he should burn! Burn! Give him death!
Order! Order in the court, I say!
Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims.
Mr. Wright,
Your Honor.
you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence?
The whole case is riding on this. I better think it through carefully. Yes, Your Honor. The sound Mr. Sawit heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply...
Ask the neighbor. I summon the neighbors to the stand.
Try sounding the clock?
Let's sound the clock now, here, in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully.
Turn on your listening ears.
I think
it's...
Yeah.
That certainly is a strange way to announce the time.
Well, he is the thinker after all.
Damn it.
So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright?
Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now?
It's 11:25.
As you can
Wait.
see...
Wait, did I just cross-examine the prosecutor? Why would I ask the prosecutor that question?
As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sawit heard and the actual time of death.
Oh, shit.
So, Mr. Sawit, try to talk your way out of this
Stop
one.
taking your shirt off.
You forgot one thing.
Uh-oh, what's he talking about?
While it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case.
Wait, really quick, apparently somebody donated $200?
Whoa!
Whoa!
Mario? It's a him!
Mario, what are you doing, Mario?
Thank you, Mario.
Thank you, Mario.
In setting up this new scene, I did not have a notification set up, but damn it. Mario,
yeah.
thank you so much. I believe that does put us past our $1,000 barrier, so thank you so
Yes,
much.
it does.
Dang, Mario's been collecting a lot of coins recently.
Hey. God damn it, that's awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, that's so cool.
Really quick, Pridge, because a lot just happened. Would this hold up in court, the witness saying, well, you can't prove that the time was off on the day of the murder?
So, I mean, the witness can certainly claim that's why. I mean, the witness can certainly yell that.
Okay. That's
And
fair.
again, at this point, this guy should have no credibility, so no
Yeah.
one in the jury that should exist, or the judge, if this is somehow a judge trial, should care what he says because
Fair.
he has zero credibility at this point. But sure,
Fair.
he can yell stuff like that.
All right. He's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it. I was so close.
Mr. Wright? It seems you lack this critical evidence to support your claim.
Yes, Your Honor.
This means I cannot let you indict the witness.
You can never let him indict the witness. He's not a prosecutor.
Unfortunately. This ends the cross-examination of Mr. Fred.
I come all this way down here to testify, and look what happened. They treat me like a criminal. A criminal! You lawyers are all slime.
Pridge, is this true? That
That's not true. They probably have some like pro bono and ACLU lawyers who aren't slime. But most of us are, yes.
I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you.
I guess you're gonna die now.
Game over.
There's nothing I can do about it now.
Because I don't have any of my own witnesses.
Not so fast, Mr. Sawit.
Chief!
Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think.
But, Chief, it's over.
Wow, I'm a terrible attorney.
I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that.
It's impossible! Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. It was a great TV show back in the 90s. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right? Right?
Bad
We still have
joke.
time for jokes.
We have fun in these trials.
Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Wait! Maybe I can prove it.
You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it.
You can have it.
Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow. Have you found evidence to support this claim?
Of course. There is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt.
Ha! Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off.
Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow.
So my guess is we're supposed to bring out the passport and say that, like, she
arrived
was-
from Paris on July 30th, the day before the murder.
Yeah, where does this take place? Is Paris 3 hours off from wherever this took place?
From America.
From California. Paris would be more than that.
Okay.
We can still try it.
I mean, unless they want me to just...
Unless you want to support your badge.
I mean, of course I want to support my badge.
Here's why. Oh, I didn't realize you were a lawyer, dude. Never mind.
You must be telling the truth. Just not know what they're trying to get me to go at here. Just present the autopsy report that the murder took place between 4 and 5, and that's why it would have said 1.
Okay.
Okay.
Excuse me. This proves your claim. How?
Damn it.
I can't see what that evidence has to do with the clock.
No, that wasn't it. One more chance. Give me just one more chance.
All right, Mr. Wright. But time is not on your side, even though I'll give you as many chances as you want. Be quick about it. Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow.
Bridge, can you confirm, can you just present evidence until you get it right?
I mean, keep giving exhibits. They're gonna start getting really mad if you keep putting in crappy exhibits.
Now, can you go past Exhibit Z? What happens at that point?
AA,
Oh.
AB, AC, probably.
Okay. Now, could you be held in contempt for, like, presenting irrelevant shit a whole bunch of times?
Oh, totally, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if you just try, I mean, I think the other side could object to irrelevant evidence, and even if they eventually did it, yeah. If I just start being like, here's an apple core I ate yesterday. This is Exhibit D. I was just gonna be like, what? I mean, honestly, you probably just lose your case out of principle because you're clearly being an idiot.
Can both sides present evidence and have
Yes.
them be exhibit? Okay, so defense can be like, I present shit.
Yes, yeah. If you have like some receipt that had an alibi for Larry, you can clearly throw that in as evidence.
Gotcha.
Okay.
I present Exhibit Ass. Move the court and walk away. Also, Dreadnought, where's your suit, Zach? Listen, man, I had no idea everybody else was going to put on suits today. I felt like a button-up shirt would have been fine, but...
Can you hover over the statue? What does it say? Does it still just say it's rather heavy?
Yeah. They didn't even update it to say that it's a clock.
Yeah, I know. I didn't know if there was like... so back that out.
The
Just
passport...
do the just give them the passport.
Okay.
It's the only thing we haven't submitted yet.
The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there.
Okay, so it was 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast.
The clock
Damn, that's
wasn't
smart.
3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast.
That's smart.
The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in the apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Saw It? Or should I say, Mr. Did It?
Yeah,
Brr, 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 brr.
dunked on him. My God, he died.
Killed him! That joke was too good, he died.
Now I'm on trial for murder, apparently.
Order! Order, I say!
The witness is dead.
Well, the witness is dead. This case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected.
Okay, I don't think the judge is supposed to expect the case to turn out a certain way. that sort of hurts the whole impartiality thing.
Mr. Payne, your client?
Mr. Payne doesn't have a client. His client's the state government.
He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor.
The witness is not his client.
Very well. Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor.
I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quick and find the true culprit at the same time.
Because that would almost never happen.
Thank you, Your Honor.
At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts.
Yeah.
Now, Bridge, are you allowed to throw confetti in a courtroom?
Probably. I mean, I'm trying to think if someone in the audience just brought confetti during not guilty, it might get them kicked out of the court. As the lawyer, you definitely shouldn't do that.
But what if everybody did it? What if it was like a flash mob?
I mean, also the trial's over with the not guilty, so I mean, even if he kicks you out of court, you're all leaving anyway.
Okay.
Again, I'm not recommending anyone ever bring confetti to a court, but
And with that, the court is adjourned.
not the worst thing you can do.
I guess there are worse things you could bring.
Right.
It turns out that Frank Saw It was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Saw It let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Saw It grabbed the nearest blunt thing he could find
And decided to go from larceny to murder. Burglary, sorry. He decided to go from burglary to murder. Which is a terrible idea.
Can confirm, murder is worse than burglary.
Yeah.
I still can't believe we won.
Right! Good job in there. Congratulations.
Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you.
Not at all. Not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying...
I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel.
My life is over.
Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now?
Aw, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon.
Wow.
Good. Wait, no. I mean, bad. Bad, bad, bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed.
But my Cindy Wendy's gone, man. Gone forever.
Larry, she was a... never mind.
Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts innocent.
I'm sure the localization team just thought that was a great joke to throw in there for no reason.
Oh yeah, they're just cracking up. Oh, thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner, movie, my treat. Oh, no, I couldn't.
Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Larry Butts is a regular Basilio over here.
Hey.
Oh, hey.
Oh my god, he's missing a hand. Oh, never mind, it's back.
I just cut my own hand off. Here, take this. It's a present.
Here's a former murder weapon.
A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence?
Yeah, how did Larry get the evidence back?
Actually, I made this clock for her.
Also, his pants gone again.
I made one for her and one for me.
Oh, okay.
Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick.
He's over already.
Yep. And she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you just want to cry?
Larry.
Are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Right. Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him?
My badge.
Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about?
It's my badge.
My badge. Show the badge.
Here you go, Larry. Proof.
It's okay, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll forget about her soon enough. Look, I'm gonna head home. Thanks a ton, eh?
Guess that wasn't the right thing to show him. I didn't know it just ends there.
Right?
You fucked up.
Right, you dipshit.
I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People too.
What was I supposed to show him?
We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent.
If you show, basically the statue he was giving Mia was not the same statue that was the evidence in court. You were supposed to say that she was holding on to the object.
Oh,
She
brought. He already knows.
Yeah, he exactly. She brought the statue with her to Paris at least.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay, I guess that makes sense. Even though we just
do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself.
Is this true, Bridge?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Believe in the power of me. Don't believe in yourself. Believe in the me who believes.
Right, summon your Giga Drill Breaker. Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never.
Oh, really?
Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off?
Yeah, I guess so.
Say, how about dinner? On me. We'll drink a toast to innocent butts.
Really all about that joke, aren't they? Yeah.
Yeah, we're really proud of that one.
Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him?
Yeah, but
Yeah, part of, at least.
You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks?
damn, she is hitting on you hard.
And so, my first trial came to a close.
Yeah!
Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." But I'm pretty sure...
Larry, you're a terrible witness.
Now, Pridge, can you confirm, do your defendants slap you on the back and say, "Gee, it's good to have friends"?
I mean, if you're their friend and you help them out, they may.
Okay.
They
But
very
I'm-
well may.
But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay me, unless you count the clock he gave Mia. I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep.
Oh, is she gonna die?
Dun, dun, dun. Well, you'll just...